Manisha ji, I was mentioning there's a study published by Nature Communications which claimed that Mumbai, especially the south, the islands in the south, were at the risk of being submerged by 2050. The article obviously was cautioning coastal communities, worldwide, and how they must prepare themselves for difficult times. Has the government considered this impending threat to Mumbai, especially since more and more parts of the city are experiencing unprecedented waterlogging during monsoons?
We have all been discussing climate change issues. I think all of us are currently facing a heat wave. I mean, last couple of days, Mumbai was never as bad as it has been in the last couple of days, and we are not even in April. So this heat wave, climate change, climate resilience, all the issues that we discuss are, according to me, very, very closely linked, or they are actually highly interrelated. How does a city become carbon resilience? If one has to put it in a kind of equation, on the one hand, one has to make efforts of reducing the emissions. On the other hand, one has to make efforts of very consciously increasing carbon absorption or carbon sequestration, which is actually what greening the city is all about. And again, it is not a magic wand. It doesn't happen in a day or by movie or by just moving a wand. But if the city is to make very conscious efforts in the next 10 years, towards establishing a circular ecosystem for both its solid waste and liquid waste, which is by reusing, recycling, reclaiming the solid and the liquid wastes. I think that is also going to help us in ensuring that the emissions come down, and therefore the city can, of course, build itself up towards becoming more and more climate resilient. One thing which I think was mentioned earlier by all the panelists in their earlier discussion is the importance of mangroves, the importance of wetlands, and the importance of marshlands. We are consciously talking about a green necklace around the islands of Mumbai. Now the talk has largely been about preserving or protecting our mangroves. But we are into this study as to whether a green necklace of mangrove plantation along the city's coastline, whether this is going to make the city of Mumbai more flood-proof, whether it is going to make the city of Mumbai more climate resilient. And I think one another thing that has happened between the revenue and the forest department, I must make a mention of it, is that all the mangroves have now been transferred to the forest department. I can see Mr. Stalin shaking his head. So a good bit of mangroves are in the process of being transferred. And once I correct my English, I can now see Mr. Stalin kind of nodding. So the process of transferring the mangroves, which never happened for longish time, has now begun. Once the mangroves come into the ambit of the Forest Protection Act, they really get protected. In the final word, I would really want to say that we would have to come to a point where we need to strike a balance between infrastructural development, which is so essential, and between sustainability and conserving, protecting the Mother Earth, which is actually the core to our existence. Thank you.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.